Two legends stand across from each other in the most anticipated fight of the century. In one corner, John Wick, the feared assassin known as Baba Yaga, whose tactical precision and relentless brutality have made him a myth among the underworld's most dangerous killers. In the other corner, Bruce Lee, the Dragon, the martial arts philosopher who revolutionized combat with his lightning-fast strikes and his groundbreaking Jeet Kune Do philosophy. One represents the cold, calculated efficiency of modern warfare adapted for personal combat. The other embodies the ancient wisdom of martial arts, perfected through decades of obsessive training and philosophical study. What happens when two perfect killing machines face each other? Can Lee's supernatural speed overcome Wick's tactical brutality? Will ancient wisdom triumph over modern warfare? Who will claim the title of Ultimate Warrior? Both men have proven themselves unbeatable in their respective domains, but tonight only one will walk away victorious. When unstoppable force meets immovable object, when Eastern philosophy collides with Western pragmatism, when speed battles precision, John Wick enters this fight carrying more than just his reputation. He brings a combat system forged in the fires of the world's most dangerous assignments. Standing 6 feet tall and weighing 185 pounds, his physique tells the story of a man who has survived 300 confirmed eliminations. His fighting style is a devastating fusion of Judo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and tactical firearms training adapted for close-quarters combat. What makes Wick truly dangerous isn't just his technical skill, it's his psychological makeup. The man who once killed 3 men in a bar with a pencil possesses an almost supernatural ability to remain calm under pressure. His tactical thinking allows him to turn any environment into a weapon, any object into a tool of destruction. But beneath this controlled exterior lies a weakness that few have exploited: his emotional triggers. When pushed beyond his breaking point, Wick's calculated approach can give way to pure rage, potentially leaving him vulnerable to a more disciplined opponent. His grappling background gives him advantages in close combat, but his reliance on weapons training might leave gaps in pure hand-to-hand combat against the true martial arts master. Bruce Lee steps into this arena as more than just a fighter. He's a martial arts philosopher who revolutionized combat theory. At 5'7" and 135 pounds, his compact frame conceals power that defies physics. The founder of Jeet Kune Do brings a fighting philosophy that emphasizes adaptability, efficiency, and the famous principle of using no way as way. His speed is legendary, documented at throwing punches in 1/500th of a second, faster than most people can blink. Lee's 1-inch punch has been measured generating 1,500 pounds of force, enough to send a 200-pound man flying backwards. His training regimen bordered on obsession: 2-finger push-ups, punching underwater, developing his non-dominant hand to equal his dominant one. The Dragon's mental game is equally formidable. His philosophy teaches him to adapt to any opponent, to become like water, taking the shape of whatever container holds it. However, Lee's smaller stature could be a disadvantage against Wick's size and grappling experience. His fighting style, while revolutionary, was developed primarily for striking rather than ground combat, potentially leaving him vulnerable if the fight goes to the mat. The opening bell unleashes fury as both warriors immediately establish their game plan. Lee explodes forward with his signature intercepting fist, his speed so incredible that spectators later swear they saw only blurs. Wick responds with the tactical spacing he's mastered through countless life-or-death encounters, using his reach advantage to keep the Dragon at bay while looking for grappling opportunities. The first exchange is a masterclass in contrasting styles. Lee's flowing, adaptable strikes meeting Wick's rigid, military, precise counters. Neither man gives ground, but Lee's speed advantage becomes immediately apparent as he lands 3 strikes to every one of Wick's. The assassin's face shows the first signs of damage, but his expression remains unchanged, a cold calculation that has intimidated countless opponents. By the 3rd round, both fighters have drawn blood, but the momentum begins to shift in an unexpected direction. Wick's tactical mind has been studying Lee's patterns, and the assassin begins to adapt his approach. When Lee launches his devastating flying kick, Wick does something that shocks everyone. He doesn't try to avoid it. Instead, he accepts the strike to his ribs, using the moment of contact to trap Lee's leg and drive him to the ground. For the first time in the fight, the Dragon finds himself in unfamiliar territory. Wick's judo background takes over as he attempts to control the ground game, but Lee's flexibility and core strength prove extraordinary. The Dragon flows out of 3 submission attempts, but each escape costs him energy and, more importantly, forces him to fight Wick's fight rather than his own. The championship rounds become a war of attrition. Both men are bloodied, exhausted, but neither shows any sign of surrender. Lee's speed remains supernatural, but Wick's tactical endurance training gives him an edge in the later rounds. In the final minute, with both fighters pushed beyond their limits, the decisive moment arrives. Lee, attempting to end the fight with a combination that has never failed him, overextends slightly. A mistake so microscopic that only another master would notice it. Wick, his assassin's instinct screaming, seizes the opportunity. He slips Lee's final strike by mere millimeters and delivers a perfectly timed uppercut followed by a takedown that sends the Dragon to the canvas. John Wick wins by technical knockout in the final round, but this victory comes with the deepest respect for his opponent. The deciding factor wasn't superior skill, it was adaptation under pressure. While Lee's speed and technique were superior, Wick's ability to evolve his strategy mid-fight, combined with his psychological conditioning for prolonged combat, ultimately proved decisive. The Dragon's perfection became his weakness. His techniques, while flawless, followed patterns that Wick's tactical mind eventually decoded. Both men leave the arena as legends, but only one leaves as the ultimate warrior. The Baba Yaga's reign continues, earned through the hardest fight of his legendary career.